wanted to take you on a quick tour of our course D2L page so you can find all of the tools that will help you be learners this semester. The D2L page that we're using has the picture icons, so there's a little arrow here that lets you pop your pictures up and down, and that's where you can view the main toolbar. To start at this page you're on right now, you'll click on Course Home. To get to our content, which is where all of your presentations and lessons are housed, you'll click on the Content button. To find a Dropbox, you can click on the Dropbox icon. You also will have your Dropboxes listed in the content area, matched up to the week that you're going to be completing the Dropbox activity. If you need to check your grades at any time, here's our gradebook. Within this course, we have 2 group activities, and what you'll do is you'll click into the groups, and you'll see that there are 6 groups for one project, 2 groups for another project. If you click on the numbers, you can see who is a member of that group, so that will allow you to find yourself. We have a course Facebook page that is closed. To access that directly, you can click right here. To send me an email directly, you can click right here. To view our calendar, you can click right here. And our calendar is also listed along the side of the home page, usually right here. I'll show you that in just a minute. I have it in list form, and it basically just lists everything that you'll have to do over the course of the semester. You can also put it on a weekly format or daily format or a monthly format. Our course runs Monday through Wednesday, so new information will be introduced on Mondays, and on Wednesday they'll be due at midnight, 11:59 technically, but don't worry about it. As long as it's in before the next morning, I'm not checking time. The second part of the week starts on Thursday and runs through Sunday with the same nighttime deadline. So every week we'll have 2 parts to it. Please don't work more than 1 part ahead. So if you want to do the first part and keep going, that's fine. When you're in that second part of the week, don't go further than part A of the next week. Otherwise, you'll miss important information. And it's hard because we are a virtual course to really collaborate and work together as partners. If you work too far ahead, it really becomes difficult. You go back up to that toolbar. To access the rubrics for the course, you can click right there. And we do some projects with Pinterest. This is a direct link to the Pinterest website. Going into the course home, this is our main page that you'll see every time you log into Education 180. And like I referenced earlier, if you scroll down past the welcome, here is just an easy access to the syllabus. So anytime you need to check anything on the syllabus, it's right here. Our news area is always listed here. I don't post a lot in the news area because we do have a course Facebook page, and it's just a lot easier to update and a lot more user-friendly. But I sometimes will post news here, so you'll see it. To really read it well, it's just helpful to click into it and make it large, and then you can view it. Okay. In the middle is my contact information. I already showed you the direct link for the email, but this is all my contact information right here. Here's that content browser that you can access using the content icon. And you can see it is a Start Here folder, which is where you're actually going to begin after this. That's going to walk you through everything you need to know for the course. Then we have our course basics, which include our syllabus and some other things. Anytime we have an article for the semester, it's in the articles folder, and it's also in the folder that is the presentation files for the week. So if there's an article to read during week 1, part A, you'll also have a copy of it up in the articles folder. All projects and assignments are in the project folder, and again in the presentation that it's introduced. You can find all of that on the syllabus. It has a course calendar in the back, and that course calendar is going to show you when we have projects introduced and also when they're due. On the right-hand side, if there are any updates for the course, and then also our calendar, it's always there on the side. So I am going to start with Start Here for you and just show you 2 things. I would like you to watch a little video on me and then go and try out your first tasks of the course. And then when you're ready and you've completed the Start Here activities, you're going to click into week 1A. And that again is Monday through Wednesday of our first week together. Week 1A is basically what a folder looks like for a week in this course. We always start with a presentation tour. So whenever you click into the folder, watch the presentation tour. Now, after probably doing this for a week or two, you're going to understand how the presentations work. If you're feeling confident, you do not have to watch the tour. The tour is really for the first couple weeks. I always include it, but it just shows you within the presentation how to navigate. And after you get used to the style of the course, you won't need to do that anymore. Also, we have our presentation files for the course. And for our first week together, we have the actual presentation. I'm going to click on it and just show you a couple things. This is in the news area as well, but I really want to emphasize that when you click into our presentation, all of our presentations are through a Google Slides program. And you can see, you can click right through our presentation right here. But really, to interact well with these presentations, I want you to click on the full-size viewer. That way you can see the whole presentation. Otherwise, it's very small and you really can't get the most out of it. Back to those presentation files. Here's an article that we'll be reading during the presentation. It will tell you in the presentation when to go find that article, but if you wanted to print it out ahead of time, you could. This is actually an activity sheet for the first presentation. And again, in the presentation, it will tell you when to go get that. And there's another article at the end. And there's a sorting activity also within the presentation. So for our first week, these are the things that you'll need to do that will be due Wednesday at midnight. And that's part A of our week. You can see at the bottom of the week 1, part A, there is a participation drop box, and that's where you're going to drop box all of the things that are important and due. To find out what is due, you're actually going to, and I'm just going to click into this for you very quickly. You're going to go to the very last slide where it says assignments. At the end of every computer doesn't want me to be on that screen. At the end of every presentation that you have with me, the last slide always shows your assignments. This is your little check sheet. So in that drop box, you're going to have an activity from slide 8 and slide 18. You're going to have something called a Padlet board to do within the presentation on slides 4, 9, and 18. And it will tell you what to do in the presentation regarding the Padlet boards. Also, you have a reading assignment this week to do and an article to read. And that's basically how everything works within our folders. So you'll always be able to get that in the area of content and just find the week that we're on. Also, I just wanted to show you that within that calendar, we did have list form, but if you click into our first week, you'll see it actually has from our course calendar the snippet of what you'll be doing. So it always matches that course calendar. Any projects that are due are also listed on here. So you can see right here we have a project due on the 24th. So that's basically how you navigate our website for Education 180. If you have any questions at any time, please email me, text me, or post them on our course Facebook page, and I will answer them very quickly. Hope you enjoy our course.